of me yet, I guess.
I have seen some of your off-stream video, the recorded one on Twitch,
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
but the language barrier was a bit hard for me.
Yeah, yeah, that's why I guess you haven't. Okay. Um, because the coachings I do in real life, I do coachings for living, and they are kinda different from other Hearthstone players. So in the beginning, I just ask you some questions, and after that, you do play like 2 or 3 games, maybe a little bit more, because it's Facehunter, so the games will be pretty fast compared to other classes. And I won't say anything. I will just ask you some questions because I try to understand why you play it like you play it, why you make these decisions and on what base you make these decisions. And afterwards we will talk through the games you've played, what I would have done different, and what are especially what are the problems behind the plays.
Okay.
So it's more like how you say it, the things
The
behind
thinking
your
process.
decisions. Yeah, the thinking process. Yeah, and afterwards, if there's enough time, we can do some games together. And still, it's just you play, you explain yourself, and then I say, okay, in this situation, um, just ask yourself these questions, and then perhaps the plays change.
Okay.
And in the end, it's about, okay, what have you learned today? It's just to make sure that you recognize everything we've done today. Okay, and that's
Okay.
for the process. Let me see. It's 2 hours today. 16. Okay, then I would say, yeah, let's start. Um, so, what's your actual rank?
I'm rank 5.
Rank 5. What was
Yeah.
your best rank?
I went to 1 star from rank 2.
Uh, so
So
rank
rank 3
3.
is the best, yeah.
Okay, rank 3. Rank 3, almost rank 2. Okay. What decks did you play?
I played the Secret Pally mid-range deck, mid-range version,
Okay.
and I was stuck at rank 4. Then I tried your Facehunter, and I rush very fast to almost rank 2.
Okay.
And then I fall back again to rank 5.
Okay, Secret Power rank 4. Face Hunter. Okay, Face Hunter Rush. Do you know why you did fall?
No, honestly not. I think I've met a lot of hard matchup, but at the same time, I think I'm doing something wrong,
Mm-hmm.
and this is why I'm taking this lesson today. I mean, I think I'm doing something that it's not right, and
Okay.
it's not, yeah, giving me that nice result.
So, okay, doing something wrong and perhaps bad matchups as well. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Matchups. Okay. Do you use deck tracker?
Yeah, I use it, but I'm on my laptop right now, so I don't have it.
Okay, okay, okay. I can see. But you tracked stats.
Yeah,
So what's your win rate about?
with the Secret Pally, it's 53,
Okay, 53%.
and when I started to play Russia, I played it from my laptop, so I have not,
Ah,
I
yeah.
didn't have the right stats.
Okay, I
When I
see.
use it, I went to 8 or to 9, so
Ah,
that's
okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's an important point. Like reading the meter. You really have to do it at rank 2 or 3 to become legend most of the times. And the meter is changing, so I'm not sure if you can get to legend on Europe with the Face Hunter. It should be possible, but there are so many druids like the past 2 days. But we'll see that. Okay, doing something wrong, bad matchups. How long do you play Hearthstone?
Oh, I mean, I start from the beginning, but really just for fun, once game in a while. So really, I'm a totally amateur. So
Okay, uh, but as you take coaching, it's
Yeah.
approved to become better at this game, to play it like on
I,
a progress level.
also, but it's also because I really fixed myself that I want to uh, reach legend at least once,
Yeah, okay.
and so I got fixated with this, and I'm really try hard to reach it.
Yeah, yeah. Still some days left in the season, so should
Yeah,
maybe
but
be possible.
if I can't reach this month, I will try the next one. But my sleep is really hard right now.
Yeah, okay.
Work and I have to do a lot of things. So yeah, I'm cutting a lot of hour of sleep to reach the legend.
Okay, okay. So the earlier you become legend, the more sleep you will get this month. Okay. Goal. Goal is one-time legend. Okay. What other games have you played in your life?
Oh well, I played from the start Dark Age of Camelot.
You did play Dark Age of Camelot?
Yeah, from the beginning.
Did you play on Camelot?
No, I played on Midgard.
What realm? What server?
Oh, I can't remember the name actually. It was an European one, for what I can remember.
Yeah.
Then I moved to the PvP server when there was a big patch. I can't remember the name. Oh my god.
Wait, you didn't play in the Guild Elite, did you?
No, I can't remember the name now.
Okay, because the PvP server was Camelot. I played on it as well.
Okay.
Okay, that's funny. Because did you play on an Italian server?
Yeah, most of the time, yes.
Yeah, because the Italian server, I think they were shut down and were merged. So I think everyone had to start on new from the beginning again on a different server then.
Yeah, there was a lot of trouble. I don't know that because at some point I just give up on the game. It was
Yeah.
too hard to follow, and yeah, the population was really low at some point.
Okay.
So yeah, I left it and started to play other games.
Okay. Okay. But what's your realm rank? Was it high
Uh,
or?
Something like 9x,
Oh, okay.
but nothing so high. I mean, I just played for fun there too.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Um, were there any games in the past where you said, okay, I was trying just to get better or win the game versus other people?
Um, no, I mean, I always try to get better at almost every kind of game I play.
Yeah.
I like to win, so honestly, if
Yeah.
I can't win, I have no fun at all.
Okay.
Just some games are much more harder than others.
Yeah. Yeah. Trying to win. Um, one question to Dark Age of Camelot. What class did you play?
The one with I went more higher was the Warlock.
Oh gosh, Warlock.
Yeah,
Seriously?
it was because we played with the tower things. I don't know if you remember. We formed a group of four Warlock, I think, one Shaman, two Healer, and can't remember the other one. And
Scald, perhaps.
no, because we just farm people in the tower. I mean, we
Okay.
take one tower, we put it
Oh
on
gosh.
fire, and then we wait for the Zerg to come, and we get a lot of RP there.
Yeah, okay. So basically, it perhaps was a rune master
I
for
played a
additional.
lot with Roadri.
With what?
Roadri. I don't know. It was a healer and a warrior,
Okay.
and yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah,
Didn't
okay.
last enough, but well,
Okay, so a tower camp.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There it was much more RP than other zone.
Yeah.
That's just too hard, and we were just eight, so
Do you remember Team Banshee?
no, honestly
Team
not.
Wizzy? It was a guy. He multi-boxed like 6 chars, AOE chars, and he became Ream rank I think 12 on each of those chars in every Ream pool because he was just farming towers. I used to know him when I played on the US servers. Funny guy, a
Yeah,
little bit
that's definitely
strange. It was really sick. Okay, never mind. Okay, so trying to win is a goal. What is your goal beside getting legend in Hearthstone?
honestly nothing more. It's a game that have a lot of high and low. I don't know if it's right in English. I mean, I like to play it sometimes for like 1 month or two. Then I pause for 1 month or two, and then I start this cycle over.
Yeah, yeah, okay, I see. And every cycle you get better, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, usually I just start to try to climb up. This was the first time that I really get close to legend, and I fix myself there.
Okay, okay.
Usually I just stay rank 6, 7. I mean, I don't care. I play some arena.
Yeah,
There are other things.
okay, it's casual level. But most
Yeah,
of the time it's exactly the step you make from a casual game, especially if you played many other games, you know that. You start playing a game, you start playing it casual, having fun at it, just learning stuff about the game, like the basic stuff. And then there's a point where you suddenly have to decide if you keep going and getting even better at the game, and it will take much more effort than until then. And I think it's exactly the point where you are then.
Yes, I think so.
Okay, so I had these decisions many times, and in some games I choose to not getting better and stop playing, and starting another game. And in some games I decided to get better and to put the effort in it. So that's basically, I guess, what you're doing right now, because yeah, you're taking this coaching.
Yeah.
Okay. At the end of the coaching, I will ask you some other questions. But what should be done by now that you say, okay, this coaching was worth it, was a good experience?
I just like to find some or yeah, most mistake that I do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my goal is to get better in this situation. So if you point out a lot of things that I do wrong,
Mm-hmm.
then it's perfect for me.
Okay. Okay, that's it?
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Okay. So then I guess if you don't have any questions left, we can go and play some games.
Okay, sure, no worries.
I have to. What was your nickname again? Chokers.
I accepted you anyway.
Again?
I just accepted you, so
Yeah. I do
Sure.
have you. Okay, then start. And just say why you're doing stuff. That's
Okay,
basically
sure.
it. Sometimes I'll ask you something, if why you choose this play over another play. It's not because I think your play was better or worse or whatever, just because I want to see why you exactly choose to do like you did.
Okay, sure. I try to explain it anyway. Everything, but well, let's see.
Okay. Ooh, samurai.
Okay. I'm the first one to start, so I like to have someone drop, and the Violent Sergeant is okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna remove this guy. I don't remember his name in English, and I'm gonna keep the Mad Scientist.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's a nice hand to start with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the Golem. Well, we will see. I'm just try to focus myself. If I have a better place to play the Golem.
Mm-hmm.
Just I don't want him to come closer to the 6 mana.
Yeah.
For the
Yeah, Dr. Six.
Mysterious Challenger.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going with the Mad Scientist and face with the 2/1.
Okay. How's the matchup? Is it good or bad for you?
I think it's a pretty good matchup, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
We will see if it's a phase one or a more mid-range. I think for what we have seen till now, it's more easy to be a mid-range hunter.
Yeah. How many cards did he keep in the beginning?
I didn't notice.
Okay. Do you notice normally or?
Usually I have deck trackers who tell me these things.
Okay.
Okay, right now I'm thinking about going with the Mad Scientist and Violent Sergeant over the other 2/2. I'm going face.
Mm-hmm.
I just end my turn. The next turn is gonna be a bit awkward because I don't have the right mana curve. I mean, I have a 3 drops, but we're gonna have 1 left. We got a nice secret right now because we have the bear.
Yeah, so he's playing straight into it. So.
Yeah, okay. It's one attack, but it's not a big deal. Okay, I think I'm gonna ignore it and just going face. I'm just thinking about using the bow or the argent things. I'm thinking about using the bow because we also have the mad scientist who can pop a secret if he dies for a consecration or something like that.
Mm.
We are gonna get more integrity of the weapon.
Mm.
And I'm going face with bot. I have the 1-3 is gonna come with my protection one, and I don't care about the other single damage of this weapon.
Mm-hmm, okay.
I could also have traded with my weapon over the 3-3, but I think it's not worth losing the 3 damage right now. In the next turn, we also have the possibility to do the steady shot and one of the guys in charge. So I think it's we are in a nice. I think we are in a nice situation like this, and we have to go face and not focusing on trading. I don't think he can kill us so faster. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna do a little Sade, steady shot, everything face, even my weapon. I think don't see any reason to hold it back. Right now I'm happy to play the golem because we already reached the 5 mana, so he's gonna play the challenger anyway. Okay, well, we got this game.
Yeah. Okay, GG.
Okay.
Turn 6 kill. Okay, just say something about the game. Just a few words.
Yeah.
What was difficult? What was?
I think it was really easy. It's a pretty nice matchup. Mm-hmm. Also, he had a pretty bad start.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it was pretty straightforward. I think I don't have to trade a lot. Every secret went in the right situation. I mean, the bear was pretty cool.
Yeah. It was really awesome.
Yeah, I think the game speaks. I think I couldn't lose this one even if I played poorly.
Yeah, okay.
More poorly than what I did.
Okay, so yeah, it was. I think we have to play more games. Okay, some things I've recognized some things, but I won't tell you now. Just okay. Because you start playing different if I tell you now. So I will tell you in the end.
Okay.
Okay, Warlock.
Yeah.
What kind of Warlock is it, maybe?
I don't know. I've met both of the types, so I don't know if is the Zoo or the Control one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not so sure. Well, we will see in the first turn, so we can get some intel.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna keep the Knife Juggler and how is it called? Well, I mean the second they one close to the Knife Juggler.
Yeah, Animal Companion. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. Normally it's no problem because people I do coach they to have the German version, so I can understand it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm a bit on not so sure side about the dogs. I think I'm gonna change them because if not the Zoo, I'm gonna have some trouble.
Yep.
And well, it's sad because I also have the combo with the Knife Juggler, but I prefer to have something like more safe to play. Mm-hmm. Okay, I think it's a Zoo one.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Oh well, lucky for us, we got this back. I'm not gonna coin anything, it's not worth to
Yep.
with the juggler just to die there. So let's see if he's gonna trade or if he's gonna face. I think he's gonna trade. Okay, he's gonna trade for sure. Okay, here's a spot where I'm not so sure. Usually I just use the coin and use the animal companion. I think it's the best 2 drops in the game in this situation. I mean, it's a 3 drops, but second turn is pretty nice. I'm just thinking that there are not so many helpful things. I mean, the 4/4 protection will be good. And the 4/2 with for the rush things, it's gonna be okay, but not fantastic, I think, because you have the chance to kill it just with the kind of juggler if it goes wrong.
Yeah.
But I don't see any other possibilities, so I think I'm gonna use the coin and the animal companion. Also, the turn 3, I still have the chance to use whatever I want. I mean, I have 3 cards that I can use.
Okay.
So I can see what's better than. Okay, I'm gonna go face anyway here.
Yeah, Huffer.
I don't see any reason to trade it. I mean, if I got unlucky, it's safe, but whatever.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, he's using his turn 2 for days. I think it's okay.
Dark Bomb, okay.
Okay, this is a bit more hard, I think, for me at least. I don't want to use the knife juggler because I won't try to hold it with the dogs to play it in the turn 5. I think I can play the golem, but at the same time it's sad because I give him 1 mana just to have the trade with the violent sergeant. So I'm not so sure about the play in this situation, honestly. I can play the first one to silence the juggler, but I don't see any reason to, honestly. If I use the dogs, I can trade one with the 2/1 and the other one goes face, or both of them with over the 3/2. But I'm still not so sure because I don't have a nice play in the turn 4. And also I don't use the combo on the knife juggler. And I don't like to just use the kill command over the things here, so I'm not so sure, honestly.
Okay.
I think I'm just gonna use it.
Go!
Yeah,
Oh.
it's really just because I honestly don't know what to do.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
I play something just because I have to.
I'm always afraid when the when the rope comes up.
Yeah, it's not nice. Okay.
Because in coachings it happens all the time that you can't finish your turn in the end.
Yeah.
It really does. It's a common thing.
Okay, I think I'm gonna like it. I mean, I'm gonna play the secret and just the steady shot, and the next turn I'm gonna play the juggler and the hound, the dogs. So I'm gonna have the chance to use the power of the juggler 2 times if I get lucky. Yeah, I already used the 1 dark bomb over my first what was the 4/2.
Yeah, how far? Yeah.
I think he's gonna play the Iron Dwarf or something like that. I don't know if it's an old version of the zoo or not. Okay, no.
Yeah, I guess what? It's not explosive trap.
Yeah. Okay, it's not gonna be nice. I have to kill the 10/9 or otherwise I'm dead, but I don't think I can. For 7, I think I don't have a way to kill that, honestly.
Yeah.
So, whatever. I think I've lost the game on the turn where I didn't know what to do, and I just played the silence. And well, I think that that situation was the turning point of this game, and it was the one that lost me the game.
What should you have done in this situation? Because you say, okay, you didn't know what to do and you played your owl. It turns out that the owl isn't that good here in this case. What could you have done instead?
Well, I think maybe I could have just lost one turn and used the kill command over his 3-2. I mean, at least it was a better choice, I think, than the owl, because the owl was totally useless, and also I used a card that can really help me in late situation, as we have seen. Yeah, I mean, I still don't know if it's the right play, if it was the right play, even the kill command. I really got stuck there because I have some option, but I don't think there is one great option. I have a lot of not so good option.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we will play like 1 or 2 additional matches.
Okay.
Because the matches are so fast, we can really do some of them. Because then I can see clearly what is going on. So.
Yeah, sure. This is why I really like this deck, because even for an amateur like me, he can really let you play a lot of games.
Yeah, it's very time efficient. Yeah.
Yeah, in one way or another, it's gonna end up.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I'm pretty happy with that, honestly. Okay, I'm gonna change everything. I have no coins, so I don't like to stay with the animal companion if I have a nice curve. And the other 2 were, well, not so nice choice. Okay, I think this one is not the best way to start with versus a priest. I really hope to pick 1 drop. Okay. He changed 3 card, I noticed this time.
Yeah, okay. He still got his cleric, so.
Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna play the juggler. I think I'm just thinking about even the trap could have some sense, but I like to. Oh well, the trap is gonna. I don't know if it's gonna attack me anyway, because for sure he knows that it's not the explosive trap. So I think he can even pass damage, and so I'm gonna miss a turn. But it's pretty bad versus a priest, a control priest, because I mean they are all control priest. So I'm gonna go with them. I think about letting this cleric alive if nothing happens.
Okay.
Because I read in your guide, I think, I have the possibilities to. He's not gonna be able to heal himself and the cleric one.
Yeah.
Oh well. This is pretty sad. Downs are a nice pick right now. I mean, I can keep both of them. Or I can play the weapon. With the weapon I can kill the... I can go face even. Because I mean... I'm just gonna hold there and I can play something the next turn and maybe just clear him later. I'm not afraid of taking damage in the face by him right now. I don't like to use the hounds to trade it now. I think I can do the next turn. Okay, I think now it's pretty nice time to use the bear trap and the steady shot. I don't see any reason to use anything different. I'm still gonna go face with the weapon or not. Yeah, I think I can go face anyway because I have the second weapon, so I don't need that much the integrity for one turn. At the same time, I don't see any reason to trade it off right now. The next turn I'm gonna be F5, so I can play the weapon and use the steady shot. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go face anyway. Yeah, he drew some card, but at the same time he lost some turn.
Mm.
So I think it's a favorable things right now. And I'm still okay with that. Okay. I think I'm gonna play the weapon for sure. And I'm thinking about the mad scientist or the steady shot. I have two secrets. One is the explosive trap, and the other one is the snake trap.
Mm-hmm.
I think it can be a huge disaster if my mad scientist die. I got the snake trap right now is pretty useless. I think I keep on going face. I think I can go face again and put the damage over him.
Mm-hmm.
Or I can even go with killing my weapon, killing the 3-2, and just use the mad scientist for the next turn, so I can build my board. I have some rush down, so I think I keep on going face with everything.
Why steady shot over mad scientist in the end? Because you were thinking about both.
Yeah, because I think the mad scientist can be useful on the next turn anyway. And I like to put some pressure on him with the damage right now. Also, my mad scientist is gonna get inkling pretty soon. Now I'm thinking about using the hounds, abusive sergeant, steady shot, and going face with them. It's a 5, 8, it's 10 damage. He's gonna be at 9, but the next turn is gonna be, yeah, I'm gonna use totally the bird, but he's gonna use probably also the Holy Nova things. That it's not so bad for me. But also I would like to have some more hounds. Then what I can do the golem, giving him the turn, but it's gonna be just dying pretty soon. Yeah, I think I'm going with the hounds. A steady shot. And everything face. Yeah, I was also thinking, but the time was going down, about using 2 hounds over the 3-2 kills my board entirely with just 1 spell.
Mm-hmm.
I think it could have been a nice play because in that way he's gonna have to trade with his minion or with the Holy Nova. But I'm not so sure. I mean, I like to put pressure on him right now because he's low and I have some nice damage who can go face right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I like to keep him, to let him a bit, yeah, going down a bit more. The next turn I can play both of them. It's pretty nice. I mean, if I didn't die before, you have 4, 6. Well, okay, I have to kill that for sure.
Yeah.
There's another way. I'm gonna use the mad scientist, the Archon Golem, to kill the 11-1. And I'm thinking about the second mad scientist or just going steady shot. The next turn I'm gonna have 8 mana, so I can play that. It's gonna be 12, it's gonna stay 14. I don't like to lose 1 turn of damage of the steady shot. Also because it's pretty unlucky that I'm gonna have the mad scientist back anyway. I think he have at least 2 spells to kill my mad scientist, both of them, and I'm just gonna lose 2 damage if I don't play it like this.
Overdraw.
Yeah.
Plus, let's go and try.
I still have the chance to make 8 damage to the face. Even if you put a protection down, I still have 2 hold in the deck, so I think it's okay. I mean, yeah. We have not it in the hand right now, but we still have chance to draw. Well, I think I have just 2, 6, 5. Well, I think it's gone. I don't think there is any way to get it back anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm at 6 or whatever. Okay, for example, this is a game that I think I've done already something wrong. I think it was a winnable game.
Yeah.
Even if we had a pretty bad start. I think this kind of game, is the one that I'm losing because of me and not because of the matchup or other things. These are the kind of match that I would like to get better at.
Okay. Do you have any idea how or why you did lose this game? What could you have done differently? And
I could have cleared before the 3-2 with the 1 damage to everyone. That is an important piece of his deck. And I think this could have helped. At the same time, with the hand that I had, I think it didn't matter that much. I only think about clearing it when I played the dogs. I could have killed him with the 2 dogs. And I think that would have been a bit better because I had the pressure on him anyway. And yeah, I think that was the spot that I missed, that I misplayed pretty hard, I think.
Okay, so you should have killed the 3-2 guy.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, you won.
Not the one at the start. I mean, the one at the start, I think it was okay because I had no board.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't really hard for me. And I also had no chance to have a board. I mean, I have no creature, no anything.
Okay.
So it isn't gonna hurt me pretty hard. I already drew a lot of cards, so whatever. 1 more is not gonna, change so much the things.
How do you rate this matchup?
Unfavorable, but not that unfavorable. I mean, the one that I really don't like is the druid. All the others, I think I have some chances. I have some trouble with the warriors too, but it's winnable. Like this, I think, like the priest.
Okay. So yeah, it was a pretty interesting game. I think we will do another one, so a fourth game. So
Okay.
yeah, then that's fine. I've seen some points yet, so
Okay.
one more.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was interesting because these are the matches that are really hard to play, and yeah, okay. So there's a druid finally.
Yeah, no, not finally. Not at all, because this one is really the one I think is almost unwinnable. I think I've won 1 or 2 over, I think something like 12 or something like that, so not so cool. I'm gonna remove the Violent Sergeant, I think. I'm gonna keep all the others. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go in this way. The Sergeant is nice, but I would like to have a bit better curve. I already have 1 drops and I also have the coin, so... Okay.
There he is
Really
again.
want to stay here, so whatever. I think I have a nice second turn because I can do a lot of different things. I think I'm gonna use the coin anyway. The two options that I'm thinking about are using the Knife Juggler, coin the Sergeant, and we just have to hope one of the shot of the Juggler on one of the little guys.
Yeah.
So he's gonna use his turn 3, but 4 mana, just to clear my Juggler. And I think that will be pretty nice. I can also use the coin and use the companion, but I think there are some bad things that can happen. I mean, the 4-2 is gonna be a huge disaster. Because then I have to use my 2 damage over one of the little guy. But at the same time, also the 4-4 could be a pretty nice thing because it's forcing him to use the swipe or the 2 damage. But no, I think I'm gonna go with the Juggler.
Yeah.
Coin, Abusive Sergeant, and I'm gonna go face with the 4 damage.
Okay.
Okay, it was pretty unlucky that the shot went face again. But anyway, I can't lose 4 damage to kill one of the little guys there. I think I'm happy with it. Okay, this is why I think this game is pretty hard to win. I'm just gonna play the companion, I think. I'm going face. Every drop is nice. The 4-2 is gonna be 4 damage face, and you have to kill him. The 4-4, it's a 4-4 taunt, so
yeah, it's solid.
He had to have some solution. The turn 4, I can play the bear trap and the steady shot. Okay, I can't play the bear right now. I'm gonna have to clear the 2-3 of the Darnassus. I don't like to give him that much of mana. So I'm gonna use the weapon. The weapon is gonna go on the 2-3, and my 4 is gonna go on the face. Also, his turn 7 can be pretty bad, so I think I had to remove them.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got, he had to trade, the damage was there. I think he did his job pretty good. Okay, the hole is pretty nice right now, but I'm not gonna play it, obviously. No. I'm going with the charge, guys. I'm just thinking about using the steady shot or the bear trap, but I think there aren't a lot of chances it's gonna go face right now, so I think I can hold it there and just going face with everything else. I mean, it's a Facehunter. He has some big taunts that I can silence with the hole, so I think it's pretty nice. And to clear that is gonna go 1 more damage face, so I think it's awesome. Okay. I'm gonna play the Mad Scientist for sure. I'm gonna play the Bear Trap even, because he's gonna go face. After he clear my 2-2, I want to take the hole back also because of the killing command and for his big taunt, so I'm just gonna use the steady shot.
Yeah.
I can always silence the big Naxxramas thing later if I have to. This is what we opted for. I mean, it's more than okay. It's also pretty nice because even if we got the explosive trap, it's 2 more damage, and if we got the snake trap, it's gonna be more damage later on. So
yeah, it's immediate 3 damage here, I guess.
Yeah, with 75 damage on the face, and probably is gonna have to use the swipe he's holding in his hand.
Yeah. Okay, he doesn't have one.
Yeah, nice. 3 6, I miss one mana to use everything. I have 3 damage, plus 5, 8, plus 5, 8, 12, I miss 1 damage
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
for the lethal, so it's definitely not nice. Also because I think there is some chance he's gonna have the combo in his hand, and 9 damage are... I mean, I have to kill the Naxxramas, I think. It's not that I want to, but I'm dead. He have 12 damage of the cover the combo. I mean 14 if we count himself in. 14 damage and plus... Okay, if you have the combo, I'm dead even if I kill the Naxxramas.
Yeah.
I can kill bots. I can kill the bird, I think, but... Well, let's go for it. Well,
Yeah, this is what I meant. So
yeah, whatever. I honestly think this was not a... We are not in a pretty good spot, so I don't think it's gonna change that much, but, well, it's not nice anyway.
yeah, but it happens in coachings all the time. So don't worry. It's just about I see how you play it here, or what thoughts are you thinking. So
Yeah, I mean, this is the idea, so whatever. Well, I don't think we have much of a choice here. We have, I think, again, we have lost anyway, so whatever. The little guys are not gonna change anything. I mean, if you have the combo, I've already lost, so whatever. And if it's not the combo, I mean, I have just 1 card in hand, so... The one thing that I think I could have done different is the turn where I decided to trade.
yeah,
I could have gone face and just, I mean, is a mid game, late game character, so I have to finish it soon. So I could have just, it's not gambling. I mean, it's if you have the combo, I lose anyway. So it's not gonna change anything. I mean, I think I could have gone face with everything and just hope for the best.
yeah.
Yeah, I think yeah, this was the mistake there. I'm a bit disappointed because I think that we could have won this game. We had a pretty nice start. We have a nice card. Even if it's hard matchup, I think I could have won with this game.
Mm-hmm, true. Yeah, in the end, I can yeah, I can say it now. In the end, it would have been better to go full face, but he had double Savage Roar in his hand, so he would have killed you. But it would still have been the right play here.
Okay.
Not trade, face. So you're right here, yeah. Face, hope win, yeah. Okay, so I think we're fine here. So we'll start talking through the games.
Okay.
Yeah. It's pretty fast because the games are so fast with Facehunter. Where do you want to start? Paladin, Warlock, Priest, or Druid?
Well, let's start with the Druid and go backwards. So, I mean, the last one I remember it better.
Okay, the last one. So, versus Druid. You said, okay, it's the hardest matchup. You've only won one game versus Druids, and I have kind of similar experience. It is, I think, the hardest matchup. It's like one of the only matchups that's below 50% win rate. And so Mulligan was Worgen, Abusive Sergeant, Knife Juggler, Horse Rider, and you throw away Abusive Sergeant. You do have to keep Abusive Sergeant here. Because you have such a good curve. You have like Worgen into Knife Juggler, Abusive Sergeant. And most of the time Abusive Sergeant is very good versus Priests, versus Warriors, as well as versus druids, because you can clear off his early minions then with the buff if you have to. And it would have fit perfectly in the curve. Horse Rider is... I would have thrown away maybe Horse Rider but even that, you can keep him. Turn 1 Worgen, turn 2 Knife Juggler Abusive and Full Face, and turn 3 Animal Companion. I would have played it like you did. It was kinda unlucky that Face Juggler hit face. Yeah, Knife Juggler, Face Juggler. Yeah, it was unlikely and unlucky because then he can clear off your whole board. In the other way around, he wouldn't have been able to do this. Turn 4 Weapon, kill the Nasus. You said, okay, you have kinda to clear the Nasus Aspirant because if you won't kill it, then he's on 7 mana next turn, and that's like an important turn for Druid. That's kinda good because often you do think, okay, what can my opponent play next turn? And not only this, but also, is it good for him to play it? Do I force him to play it if he has it? And that are thoughts that most people don't do, even on Legend rank.
Okay.
Most people do it because normally you would need these skills to get Legend, but even at Legend, not everyone is thinking this way. So overall, I have to say you're kinda good, but as you said, there are some spotlights we should highlight, and that's why we're doing this coaching. So this turn was I probably would have played it like a little bit as just face here maybe, but yeah, you said okay to avoid a 7 drop in his next turn, so it's perfectly fine here. Turn 5 was Steady Shot, Horse Rider, Weapon, Face, and that was a misplay in my opinion, because you can just drop the trap, the bear trap, and hold on to your weapon, because everything you have to do in this deck is maximize your damage. So basically what you do is you look for a good place and compare them to your other plays you can do, and then you just play the one that looks the best. And that may work because you're kinda good in this kind of things, but here you have to calculate, and that's the next step. You have to get to the next step for you is to calculate things, because I haven't seen you doing it. Maybe you do it, but you haven't said. So here you have to compare a Steady Shot, Horse Rider, Weapon, Face is like 7 damage in this turn, but only 2 remaining damage the next turn. So it's like 9 damage ongoing. Playing the trap, Horse Rider, and holding on to the weapon is 2 damage this turn, but way more damage next turn, because you played the weapon for 6 damage. It's 3 mana, 6 damage, the weapon. And if you get another charge on the weapon, which is highly likely because he hasn't played Harrison Jones yet, so he clearly didn't have it, yeah. You can maximize the damage out of this card. This card is 3 mana, 9 damage if you get another charge on it. And that's what you've done in other games as well. You should keep the bow longer and try to get more value out of this card by playing traps and get an additional charge, because suddenly this trap is this bow is maybe 9 or even 12 damage, which is 150 or 200% more damage in this one card. So I would play it the other way around here, just the bear trap, and the bear trap is also value, and you have always, and that's another point you haven't done, I guess. Steady shot. You do use your steady shot too often, because you use your steady shot when the cards you have in your hands won't last the whole game. So basically it's compare how many turns do I need to kill him with my cards, how much mana do I have, and how many cards will I draw. Because your goal is it to maximize the effect of your hand cards. So killing your opponent with the last card in your hand is the goal, because then you've played every card you had, you maximized the effect of your hand cards.
Okay.
So you always have to count how much mana do I have in my hand, because you had like in another game you had like Leroy, Kill Command, Animal Companion, and another pretty expensive card. I think it was a Kane Golem or stuff like that. So you can count like 5 mana, 3 mana, 3 mana, 3 mana. So it's altogether 14 mana. And if you're on turn 5, you have this turn 5 mana, next turn 6 mana, the turn after 7 mana. So it's 18 mana. But you will draw like three additional cards. So steady shotting is wrong in this case because you can't play all your cards in like 4 or 5 turns. So you won't need to steady shot in this case normally, except you see that the game will last longer than 8 or 9 turns. But even then, it's better to steady shot in the end. So it's always you always have to compare how long will my cards hold on in this game. And that's why Bear Trap is better in this case, because your hand was pretty expensive in this case. Okay. Turn 6 was Mad Scientist, Steady Shot and Bear Trap. Yeah, I would have played this one as well. And turn 7 was Trade, and this was like a turn that happens very often with this deck. Because there you played a round combo, but you stopped playing it to win the game, you started playing against losing the game. And the faster your deck is, the more you have to play for the win, not for not losing. If you play a control deck, all you do always is just don't lose. Yeah?
Okay, yeah, I get it.
And here you have to calculate how many outs does he have, and he would have needed like Savage Roar, Savage Roar, Savage Roar, second Druid of the Claw, and stuff like that. So there only one card wasn't enough to kill you. So he would have needed a combination of 2 different cards, and then you can calculate, okay, what are his outs to kill you, and the outs were way less than 50% here. So you just go for the win here, because if the game holds longer, then you will probably lose the game anyhow, because you will drew into combo or stuff like that. So full face would have been the right play, but you would have lost anyhow because he got the combination of 2 Savage Roars in his hand. But then you in this state of the game, it's I call it the end game normally, because I played a lot of chess, and then you always have to see, okay, I want to kill him next turn, but don't allow him to kill me this turn. So you always have to be half a turn ahead of your opponent, and clearing one guy could have clearing like the 5/2 drop, the shade would have had the same effect, but you weren't able to kill him next turn then. So that's why you have to go full face here, in my opinion.
Okay.
And always keep the OL, because then he played like yeah, Druid of the Claw. But anyhow, he would have killed you here.
Okay.
Okay, so far for the first game. Do you have any questions about the first game, or anything I said?
No, I agree with everything. I've just some question about the use of steady shot.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure. I know it's a general question, but I mean, I'm not so sure when I have to prefer the steady shot over another card, or the other round. I mean.
Okay. Yeah, it's a pretty hard decision most of the times. But your strategy is to maximize your damage. Steady Shot will deal 2 damage, cost you no card, will cost 2 mana, so it's 1 damage per mana, which is not so much, of course. And the most important thing is that it won't snowball. If you Steady Shot this turn, next turn your damage is still 0. So normally the order is to play creatures, then to play weapons, and to protect your creatures from other creatures most of the time. There you have to calculate your damage. Wasting a 3 damage charge on another creature may be worth it, just because you will prevent killing. You will keep like your 3 damage knife juggler on the board. So it's 3 damage you waste, but you gain 3 damage if he isn't able to kill your knife juggler, and an additional damage for every creature you play. So you always try to maximize your damage. And Steady Shot isn't maximizing your damage over rounds. It's just in this turn. And basically, it's just if you have a fast hand, you have to use Steady Shot more often. If your hand is slow, don't use your Steady Shot too often. If your matchup is a fast one, don't use Steady Shot at all normally. Just if you have to. If your matchup is a slow one, then you start Steady Shotting early on because the game will last longer. So it's always maximizing the effect of your hand cards. It's kind of complicated if I say it like this, but it's not that hard. I don't know if it's understandable.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think I get it.
Okay, great. Okay, let's go on to the next game, the Priest, right?
Yeah.
You had Quick Shot, Kill Command, and Animal Companion in the starting hand, and you throw away everything. Sometimes it was good to keep Quick Shot. Nowadays, I think it's not good enough because you always were able to kill the Priestess off. But I think it was fine to throw away everything here. Turn 1 nothing, turn 2 Knife Juggler. And this was a tough decision because you could have played Bear Trap instead. He would have attacked anyhow because he would have been hoping for either Freezing Trap or Explosive Trap. And you were able to get a 3-3. Knife Juggler was also fine, but he played like the 3-2 and killed it. So in the end, Bear Trap would have been better here, but you always have, yeah, you couldn't have known it. I think Bear Trap would have been slightly better because he would have been able to play the 2-4 taunt guy, which would have been a perfect answer to Knife Juggler. But still, it's not so clear here. Turn 3 bow and attack face. Yeah, I think it was right to attack face. Turn 4 Bear Trap plus 0 power and attack face bow. And yeah, you use your bow as a 6 damage spell for 3 mana, which is fine, but try to maximize the effect of it. Especially if you have traps. Because the advantage of this deck, normally I used to play only 2 traps, 1 snake and 1 explosive trap. And if you have 3 traps, it buffs as well your Eagle Horn bow as well as your Mad Scientist. That's the idea behind it.
Okay.
To get more value, which will lead in more damage out of these 2 cards. Yeah, but here it was okay because you had a second bow. But then it's like you use your bow as a spell because you play it to deal face damage. So you play it like a kill command for 6 damage. And if you play spells early on, it's not good because they won't snowball. You really want to play creatures first. And if you play bow as a spell, then you should play it like later on.
Okay.
And hold on to the charge in this case, because you will need the second bow afterwards. Bow, steady shot, yeah, and then you started playing steady shots, but Mad Scientist would have been much better, because your total mana in hand was so much, because you drew like, I don't know, like every 3-drop upwards in your deck. So you should have kept Mad Scientist. You should have played Mad Scientist here instead, especially if you have a bow, because you will get a trap and the bow will get another charge. So that synergy is pretty strong here. Then turn 6 was Unleash the Hounds and Abuse Sergeant and Steady Shot, and this turn lost you the game, basically. It's pretty important because you played Unleash for three hounds, you buffed it, you went full phase, and he could clear the board in with only one spell. And yeah, you should have kept Unleash the Hounds. Unleash the Hounds is kind of finisher in this matchup.
Okay.
And you always want to maximize your damage as well as the value out of the cards. So if you wouldn't have played it here, but like 1 or 2 turns afterwards, you've not only done 3 damage with this card. 3 mana, 3 damage is a ratio from 1 damage per mana, which is like steady shotting. And if you would have used it like 1 or 2 turns afterwards, he would have had like 5 or 6 creatures. So you could have maximized the damage by 100% as well here, and that would killed him here, I guess. So I would have played like Arcane Golem and Abuser Sergeant and Steady Shot here.
Okay.
It would have been 8 damage in this turn, and you did like 3, 5, 7. So it's one more damage, and buffing his mana is fine here, because the more mana he has, the more likely it is that he will play more creatures on the board. The more damage you will get out of Unleash the Hounds. And I think it's also okay to keep Unleash the Hounds because you had like Leroy. I don't know if you had it this turn or you draw into it next turn. I can't really remember. But if you have Leroy and Unleash, if you turn 6 upwards, you will keep it until turn 8 and play both at the same time. Because then you will get like additional 2 hounds out of it.
Okay, yeah.
And yeah, so the main problem was that Unleash didn't do enough damage here. And that's why I think you lost the game here. And turn 7, Mad Scientist, Steady Shot and Golem trade. Yeah, then you had to trade. And just imagine you did play it the other way around. You would have been able to trade off the 11/1 creature with only 1 hound.
Yeah, okay.
So hounds are way more flexible because you won't lose damage in overkilling minions. Because you lost 3 damage by killing the 11/1 creature with your 4/2 golem. Yeah, that's basically it. You don't want to lose any damage in over damaging creatures. And switch it. And yeah, how many turns till the end? In the end game, you always have to count. Okay, how much damage can I deal? And you always have to know how much damage you are missing, because sometimes it happens you drew a card and you had lethal, and I knew you had lethal in the moment you draw the card because I counted your damage in the turn of your opponent. Because you always want to know how much damage am I missing, what cards can I draw, what outs do I have to finish him this turn or next turn. Because in the endgame you're playing your odds. It's just okay, I can draw like maybe 5 cards out of 20 cards to finish him if I play it like this way. It's like the druid game in the end. Yeah, but then he killed you, and I think turn 6 lost you the game here. Maybe turn 5, turn 6.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Any questions about this game?
No, it's okay.
It's kind of hard if you play 4 games in a row and to remember everything. If you don't have deck tracker on your laptop. But just if you can't remember anything, just feel free to ask, of course.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Especially by then in the next 2 games because
Yeah.
okay, the Warlock. It was, let me see, it was it was a Sulok, yeah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you had was it what is Expro?
It was the game that I lost because of the turn. I think it was 3 or 4 that I don't know what to play.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a
right.
blank. Yeah.
Okay, that was kind of interesting here. You kept Knife Juggler and Animal Companion said, okay, Unleash the Hounds is pretty good versus Sulok, especially with Knife Juggler, but you can't really hold it because most likely, or perhaps it's handlock. And yeah, I would have done the mulligan as you did. Turn 1 Leponome, yeah, that's right. Turn 2 Coin Animal Companion, half a face. I would have played it like differently here, because he played a creature turn 1, so it was clear that it was Sulok. If you play Huffer here, or if you play Animal Companion, the good part about it is that you said, okay, this Animal Companion is good, this one is good as well, and the third one, okay, maybe, okay, so let's play it because it's good overall. You really have to do it, what you did here. I would have used Steady Shot here. Just because you didn't pay too much attention about your curve. If you use Steady Shot here, you can play Animal Companion next turn into Coin Knife Juggler Unleash. And you will get like a ton out of value, I guess, here. A ton of value. You can play it like you did as well. I think that's not too bad. But then you have to stay on curve turn 3 and play the Arcane Golem here. And that's the problem. And here it was just playing your curve. Would have been perfectly fine. And turn 3 you struggled because you played the Owl on the Knife Juggler. But like never play Owl on a Knife Juggler. Not never, but most likely you won't in like 95% of the cases. Because you need the Owl for his Defender of Argus or his Mal'Ganis. Either one of them. You can also silence X versus a Sulok, but most likely you will need it to bypass Taunt or silence the Immortal effect. So and also you lost 1 mana here. Okay, so Arcane Golem would have been the right play here, because if you have Knife Juggler Unleash in your hand, you really want to buff his mana, that he's able to play more creatures that will lead in more damage you can deal to him. The only case where this play wouldn't have been good is if he played Doomguard, but that's kinda unlikely.
Okay.
And every time you don't know what you should do, always think what is your base strategy, and it's to maximize your damage outcome. And the Owl didn't maximize the damage outcome, so damage outcome would have been maximized by playing Arcane Golem here. Just by the card of Arcane Golem, just by your mana efficiency, as well as by Knife Juggler and Unleash the Hounds. So if you always focus on how to maximize my damage, then this play would have been kinda clear. So you don't have to make the smaller decisions. Just look at your basic plan and then look at the decisions, how they fit to your basic strategy. And this is not only in playing Facehunter, but in every other deck as well. Because most players will just decide from turn to turn, or maybe two turns ahead. But if you just remember, how do I win versus this deck? what do I have to do in basic terms, then like the smaller decisions become kinda clear and easy in most of the cases. Okay, turn 4 was steady shot and turn 5 was lethal because you weren't able to handle his Void Terror then anymore. So if you have kept the all, you could have silenced it as well. Okay, but that was kinda unlucky here. But in the end, if you play it like slightly different, turn 2, turn 3, you might be winning the game. I'm not too sure about it because his hand was kinda good. Okay, next game or any questions?
No, it's okay.
Okay, so the last game was, or the first game, however you
Yeah.
see it, was the Paladin. Paladin is one of your, most favorable games. Mad Scientist, Abusive Sergeant Owl, I would have kept it like you did. Your mulligans are pretty good, by the way. Only versus the Druid, I would have kept Abusive Sergeant, but that's only one card out of so many cards you had to choose. So your mulligans are pretty good. Abusive keep, Mad Scientist keep, play Abusive turn 1, Mad Scientist turn 2, yeah exactly, that's what you do against Paladins. Turn 3 Mad Scientist and another Abusive Sergeant, and you did take care about your mana curve here, that's very good. Turn 4 Weapon and Full Face. And that was a misplay in my opinion, because if you play the weapon as a spell like you did, just going for face damage, then you will play it later on. You had like a taunt creature and you could have played Arcane Golem behind the taunt creature. He wouldn't have been able to clear it except with the consecration you thought about. That's good that you think about it, but I think Golem would have been way better. Or Weapon and kill off the 3/3 guy would have been also better.
Okay.
Just because you play minions and with your weapons you can protect your minions. You would have protected your 1/3 minion with Taunt, as well as the 2/2 Mad Scientist laying behind it. But maybe it would have just been better to play Arcane Golem, but because even if he had like consecration, it wouldn't have been too good for him, and he wouldn't have been able to play anything else on turn 4, of course. So here you have to count how do I maximize my damage. If you go full face, you're dealing 6 damage this turn. If you trade off the creature, you will deal like probably 3 more damage next turn because he isn't able to kill both of your creatures. So you deal 3 damage this turn, but you will miss 3 damage next turn. So it's basically not winning any damage here. And in addition, you could have killed his 3/3 minion. So on the one side, it's killing a 3/3, dealing like 6 damage. On the other hand, it's like dealing 6 damage, not killing this 3/3. So just compare these two. Most likely, it could have been like, slightly different, but most likely it's like that. And Arcane Golem would have dealt like 7 damage in this turn, and most likely, if he has no consecration, 6 damage next turn. So this play would have been the best in my opinion here.
Okay.
Where are we there? Yeah, and that's where you have to calculate your damage. Not only guess what's the best play, but just calculating it. Turn 5 was face and Argent Horse Rider plus steady. That was okay. And then turn 6 he was dead. So finally you just went all in, all face, and you won the game. So that's fine as well. But I would have played it slightly different here. Okay, so that was a pretty short game. Yeah, do you have any questions concerning this game or the other games now?
No, it's okay.
Okay. So, okay. Hearthstone just crashed. Let me see. Okay, so we have like half an hour left, or maybe a little bit more. And let's see. A little bit more. And okay, what have you learned so far from the games?
What I've seen, I misplay a lot the weapon
Mm-hmm.
and the steady shot. I use it way too often,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean way too often. And the weapon I use, yeah, exactly as you said before. I use it just to go face and not to trade.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I have to protect more the minion.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I have to not focus so much on. I mean, I have to think about what he's gonna play the next turn,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't have to assume that he have that card.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. That's very important point, because if you start playing the game, you just start playing your own cards and effects that you see on board, and then suddenly this changes because you see, okay, this blue woman will always play Flame Strike on turn 7, dealing 4 damage to all my creatures. So you start playing on turn 6. You stop playing creatures then. And that's the point where you start playing things you can't see, because you can't see this card on the board. And then you will suddenly become better, because you start playing not only your deck but also your opponent's deck. And then there's a point where you know so many cards you can play around that it's worth to play around every effect. Because in the end you can't play nothing if you play around everything your opponent can have. And that's when you should start playing the odds of something and the effects of the cards. Not around the card, don't play around the cards, but play around the effect of the card. If the card is like, you're afraid of the card, you will only play around the card, not around the effect. And playing around Consecration, the thought was good, but to play around it wasn't good here, because the effect wouldn't have been too good for him here. And that's the point. You always want to know, is this effect I'm playing around, is it even good? I've seen it so many times, especially with people around rank 5 most of the time, because they are playing around cards, not around the effect or the chances the effect will happen.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm, okay. Cards. Effect. Okay, but I interrupted you, sorry.
No. It was over. I mean, this was the 3 biggest leaks that I found in my game.
Mm-hmm, okay. Yeah. And another one is try to calculate everything.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's pretty important in this text. A rank 5 Facehunter, he will win the games, most likely brain AFK most of the times. If his intuition is good enough to play the deck. But beyond that, you always have to calculate, because you will lose so many games just because you lost 1 damage point in the end. And this will happen in turn 2 or 3 most of the times. So you always have to calculate for maximized damage.
Okay.
Calculate. Okay. So, but we will see that. We will play a few games together. I have just give me one short minute AFK bio.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy it, so I'm gonna take some of it.
Yeah. Okay. So see you in 1 or 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Alright, come back.
Okay, thank you.
So, thanks. So basically what we do is now we play together and you
Okay.
just keep doing what you've done the 4 games we've seen so far, and I will say like, okay, this I would play differently, or
Yeah.
you have to do this and this in this case, and so on. Okay, let's go.
Okay. Okay, it's versus an Hunter.
Okay, good or bad matchup?
I think it's a pretty good matchup.
Yeah.
Usually we are faster than him, so whatever.
Yeah, in this matchup the faster hunter like almost every time wins, except lower thab and Kisa Mystic.
Okay. I think I'm just removing the Roy.
Yeah, exactly. It's probably like the best round 1-2 you can have. An Ol would be also nice. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, and it's basically like we do have like with this hand versus his hand, he changed 2 cards. We basically have like 90% win chance here.
Okay. So here I'm just gonna play the Lipronium and coin the other one.
Yeah, maximize your damage.
So I mean, even versus a explosive trap, it's still 4 damage.
Yeah, exactly.
So whatever.
And you can okay. Now it's
Oh.
like 98% win rate. What the heck?
Okay, mad scientist and just face everything.
Yeah. Okay, I think we will need to play some more games. It's just too easy in this
The
case.
first one are always pretty nice. We just have to play the once.
So, okay. Yeah, it's mid-range hunter, so it's also very good.
Oh, okay. Now I think about using the Argent things
Yeah.
to clear the 3-2.
Hmm?
Our mad scientist can go over the 1-1, and our 2 can go face, so we clear the board and we still have everything up.
Yeah. Which is weak to Unleash the Hounds?
Yeah, but it's the only card that, I mean,
Yeah.
says.
And he would have played Unleashed, I think, maybe last turn. I'm not too sure about it. But I think it's okay, because you do have so good trades, and you prevent Houndmaster next turn.
I think the only different thing that we can do is maybe the mad scientist and the other one going face, and we let his 1-1 live.
No,
I know he's
no.
gonna kill the... No?
No. You have to kill it because of Houndmaster.
Okay.
Houndmaster would have been too good for him, because then he can trade 2 creatures off the board just with this 1-1 spider. And we are far ahead because our hand was so good. If the more you are ahead, the more things you can play around. So it's an explosive trap.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think it's nice to play the bear trap right now. I think he can't go face. Same thing about the Archon Golem, but I don't like to do not use every single mana.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing about using the quick shot and the steady shot and everything about going face.
Yeah, it's a tough decision. If you play quick shot and steady shot, it will be 5 damage this turn. Arcane Golem is 4 damage this turn. It's only 1 less, but he has to clear Arcane Golem. You will buff him up to 6 mana, so you enable Savannah Highman, but he can't play Savannah Highman or he's dead. So I would prefer playing Arcane Golem here.
Okay. I have to learn how to play it better, I think. This is one of the another things I'm not doing right, I think.
Yeah, but you just have to calculate. And if he kills the 4/2 creature, it will protect the other creatures on your board. Okay, what the heck?
Okay. It was weird.
Yeah, I don't know what he did here. Yeah, his face exploded. Okay, you would have won it even if you played it like the other way around, but I think it's just better to play Arcane Golem because he can't really clear it.
Yeah, okay.
But always try to calculate. Calculating is the way you win games. Okay. What was the essential part in this game? Just a few words.
Oh well, I mean, it was we traded pretty well and we had an amazing start. So
Yeah.
in itself, even with me using the Hunter. So
No, it's not so bad. You.
okay, yeah, versus the Rogue. I'm gonna change everything, I think.
Yeah, exactly. You really want to deal as much damage as you can versus Rogue. He changed 3 cards, so his hand is probably not too good. This hand is not very good versus him. It's pretty bad. Knife Juggler is a card which is normally fine, but versus a Rogue with coin, most likely it will just getting killed by Backstab or SI7. How do you rate this matchup?
With a nice start, I think it's beatable. I think that with this particular hand, you have not so many chances.
Okay. Yeah, I think we might even win with this hand because the matchup is so good normally.
Okay.
Okay, unless it's not Oil Rogue. Never mind.
It's the pirate one. Okay. I think we have just one play and it's the bear trap.
Yeah, exactly. Because he will start playing pirates and Knife Juggler will just die to the ship's cannon, most likely, so.
Yeah.
So, nope, no explosive trap. Sorry about that.
It's gonna die for sure anyway, but at least it's gonna use some more cards.
I say pirates.
Oh, okay. I think we have just one play again, and it's the Argent.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about if we have to trade or go face. It's the pirate deck, so I mean, I think the ship cannon can be a nice thing to clear.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, I'm not so sure because no, I mean, I did 3-1. I have to go over the ship cannon. I think
Yeah.
there is no other chances. And this one is gonna go over the one who build the one attack over the weapon, I think.
Okay.
Because otherwise, their weapon is gonna be
Yeah, exactly.
strong.
Yeah, the weapon, then the weapon is able to kill our Knife Juggler. And if you play versus another aggressive deck, it's not only about dealing damage, it's about preventing damage as well as dealing damage. So board control is a huge fact in aggressive versus aggressive decks.
Wow. Well, I think everything is bad right now.
Yeah.
I think about playing the Jugger, but the Jugger is gonna die so soon. I mean, I think we have the Juggler plus the Snake Trap. It's gonna be nice, but you have too many cards that can kill our Juggler without popping the secret.
Yeah, exactly. But I think you have to play it. Because the other plays would have been Night Juggler and Glaive Sucker, which it's exactly the same problem. So Night Juggler and Snake Trap is better, because Snake Trap and Steady Shot is just not good enough. You will give up board entirely. He has a pretty nice draw, and that's our main problem, because our hand was very bad in the beginning, and it even got worse because we drew both kill commands, and his hand is like perfect because he's curving out so well.
Okay, I think about using the all over the 2-1 and kill command over his 5-4.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you have to play it like this. You could also play like Glaive Sucker or stuff like that, but that's... We could have also silenced Shady Dealer, played Glaive Sucker, killed a 2-1 guy, but I'm not too sure about it.
Okay.
Because, yeah, you really want to have effects of Snake Trap now, so... Works the same way.
Can play everything. I'm thinking about using the weapon. Our 3-1 goes over his 3-3. Our weapon goes over his 2-1. And the Worgen stay hidden there. And use his Steady Shot instead of kill command, I think.
Yeah. Playing kill command here will deal 5 damage, and using Steady Shot will deal 2 damage, and in the end it's like playing kill command without the effect. And if we draw another beast, we will have just more damage then.
Okay.
Yeah, but his curve is just too good, we can't beat it with our hand.
Well, let's see what's gonna... Okay, I think I'm gonna use kill command over his 5-4.
Yeah, we have to.
And then I'm going face. And I keep the weapon there. Anyway, I think we have no chance. No.
We're dead in like 2 turns, but we can't kill him in 2 turns. There's no way we can kill him in 2 turns.
Looks like we have not 2 turns.
Yeah. Yeah, but this game was just decided by the draw. In Hearthstone it happens like 25 or even more percent of the time. So.
Yeah, but I'm okay with the game that are unwinnable. I just don't like the game that I can win but I play wrong. It's kind of annoying.
Okay, yeah, just next game, I guess.
Okay.
We still have like 20 minutes left, so maybe we can do 1 or 2 more games and then Yeah, it's the 10 minutes in the end.
Yeah, cool. Okay, this matchup usually is not that nice.
Yeah, I was wondering because I have like 60% or above win rate versus warriors, so
Okay.
it's not that bad.
Yeah.
It's like the thing that surprised me a lot.
Well then, let's see.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about I'm gonna change the weapon and nothing more. The trap can be pretty good because he have to trade my minion, and usually do it with the weapon.
yeah.
The companion is nice. We have the coin.
I would change Snake Trap and Glaive Suka
Oh,
because
okay.
you have to look out for Abuser Sergeant, Owl, and Mad Scientist, which are better than the Snake Trap.
Okay. Usually I change the snake trap all the times.
Yeah,
It's just in this matchup where I mean he have to kill my my creator.
yeah, yeah. But I think it's you will lose to Whirlwind effects if it's Patron. Yeah, and here's the problem.
Mm. Okay, I think about using the companion honestly.
Yeah, you have to.
Well, yeah, I mean we also have the chance to use the Argent and kill it with the trade,
Hmm.
but I think companion is a bit better.
Yeah, at least in 2 out of 3 cases. But we will get Leo, and it's bad.
Okay,
Oh, Huffer!
the 4-2 goes over there for
Yeah,
1,
yeah, yeah.
and whatever. Let's go for it.
Okay, can't really play around this. The thing about Warrior is, it doesn't really matter how good your hand is. If the Warrior's hand is good as well, he will just win most of the time. Okay, what to play?
You already used one of the 1 damage to everyone,
Hmm?
and the next turn we're gonna have the king. This turn is 2 damage less, but the next turn is gonna be more easy to. It's 1 damage less this turn, honestly.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think it's a bit better
Yeah,
because the next turn we have the chance to do more damage.
it's way better. He can kill it with Death Bite, but even then, it's 2 mana and 4 damage.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean overall we have done more damage anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's so bad. That's so
Okay, yeah,
bad.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna attack with bots.
Hmm. It's
And
also possible to keep the Worgen hidden and
yeah,
use Steady Shot, but I think basically in the end it's better to play it like this in most cases, unless second Whirlwind, of course.
yeah. The only hope is using the hounds where when you play the patron.
Hmm.
Well, this is a pretty nice card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna play it.
Yeah, you have to.
And I'm going face.
Yeah. Lyok would have been pretty bad, but yeah, you can't do much about it because the tempo play Frozen Berserker is so strong in this matchup. Because it's the card that will make him faster than we are, and we can't really kill it, or it would be not good to kill it here, so that's a huge problem now.
Wow. You drone and the good one.
Yeah, but it's okay, it's 4 damage, so never mind. Okay.
6 and 2 8, nope. 5 damage. Yes. Okay, I'm thinking about different things. I mean, we can use the dogs and the kill command, and it's gonna be 8 damage, and
Yeah.
it's gonna do 7. I think it's quite a lot. And anyway, I don't think he can kill us the next turn.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any reason to kill the 4/4 right now. And also there is some chance is playing up the board. So we can maybe use the second dogs later.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going with that if you think it's okay.
Yeah, it's a good turn. Most people would play just a Leroy and attack phase, but in the end it's less damage because next turn we can play Leroy, steady shotting and killing him.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, it's just calculating damage as you did here, which is pretty good. Because at the start of the coaching you didn't do that.
No, I'm definitely not used to, so I'm forcing myself to.
Yeah, but yeah, just practice it and you will get used to it. And that's like the next step. You will become so much better by doing it. Because most plays that are good, you can see them. But there are some plays that are better than these plays that are kind of obvious. And you can't find them if you just play it by, yeah, just like you feel you should play it. If you calculate them, you will find them. Like this
Okay.
play. It's not so obvious that Unleash and Kill Command is better than Leroy here. But in the end it is.
Okay, this is not very nice for me.
No, not
Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. I don't think I can do anything then. Use the dogs and hit him in the face with the steady shot. But I think it's gonna be over the next turn.
Yeah, but he will get like additional more than 6 damage and we will just be dead then. So we can't do nothing about it because we can't bypass and kill the Frozen Berserker here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was his out. It's okay to play it like this. If he plays like the Ghoul, then we're just dead.
Yeah.
That's it.
So, okay.
I think still it was the better play to play Unleash and Kill Command last turn. Because this is his out. He has like 2 unstable boosts left in his deck.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he had to play the protection one or the game was ours, so whatever.
Yeah. So what do you learn from this game?
That you can't always win. No, I mean, we have to play in the curve. We played it pretty right, I think. and we maximize the damage every single time.
Mm.
Then we got outdrawn, and it's okay. Let's start the next one. I mean,
Yeah, we could have, it's in the chat, we could have just steady shot and hope for an owl next turn to win the game, but it's highly unlikely that he won't kill us. But normally it would have been better to just steady shot and wait for the next turn, of course. Okay, let's see, it's 14.
okay, instead of giving up this turn, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But I think in coaching it's okay, but just that you know, okay.
Honestly, I didn't think about it, but yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Okay, we have like 10 minutes left, so let's start the last part of the coaching.
Okay.
I did write some stuff you said in the beginning, but before we come to this part, just say, okay, how was the coaching for you and what did you learn today?
I'm pretty happy with the coaching, and I have noticed a lot of